You got it tuned to KOLD, KO, the all oldies station. Here's a little something you may remember from the good old days. You're old.
Like an old habit. Look at yourself, old man. You got multiple chins, 'cause you're old.
So I mentioned this in the first video, but it seems like most people don't really think about this era. People always think about the classic era, and this era unfortunately gets lumped in with it. Most people think of Super Mario Got Milk as the first SML video, and rightfully so, but then they jump straight to Mario and Luigi's Stupid and Dumb Adventures Episode 1, and just forget about everything between those videos. But stuff did happen between then. This era, the old SML era as I'll call it, has been more or less forgotten by even some of the oldest of SML fans. And if I'm going to be honest, rightfully so. The old SML era has been forgotten for good reason. It wasn't that good. No one remembers the videos fondly because the videos were actually really boring or really dumb. It's a shame too, since most people just lump this in as a part of the classic era, which isn't fair to either the classic era or the old era. It puts these old era videos on a pedestal it doesn't deserve, and it diminishes the quality of the classic era. Seriously, when people say, "Oh man, the classic SML era was so much better," and everyone just calls the classic era everything from Super Mario Got Milk all the way to the very first Junior video, some people, such as newer fans, or those wondering why all these people like some YouTuber who plays with dolls, say, well, let's check out some of these truly classic SML videos. And then some of them will stumble upon such amazing classic SML videos, such as Mario Loves to Fart, and say, wow, these people are idiots. This isn't classic in any way, this is just stupid. So the good news is there aren't really any sub-eras in this era. Again, some people call this a sub-era of the classic era, but as previously mentioned, I just don't think that's fair. So what do I think of this era? Well, it's just not very good. Don't get me wrong, it isn't horrible. If anything, it's your typical, I just started a YouTube channel fare. Low resolution, shaky cam, overall meh content, there isn't much to talk about here. Some of these videos haven't even hit the 100,000 view mark as of the time of making this video, and I know there are some people who go back and watch Logan's old videos, so that's saying something. Honestly, the videos of this era aren't the worst thing ever, but certainly aren't anything to write home about, and in my opinion, they certainly don't belong in the classic era. So if this video seemed pretty short, that's because it kinda was. There wasn't much to talk about here. The old era only spanned from the beginning of the channel to 1 year later once Mario and Luigi's Stupid and Dumb Adventures Episode 1 released. There weren't any sub-eras to talk about, it was all just the same. But stay tuned for the video on the classic era, where we'll finally begin talking about a lengthy era, and where sub-eras will finally come into play, and so on. So, thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for the next SML Eras video.